Hello again, another screen share on here. So I'm just going to run through some dead simple tips off the back of my Fitness Pal video. And this one is something that I like to do when I was talking about like the work days and things like that. So I'm using the desktop one, so it's not that great. But if we go back on here, we can see if we go back to Tuesday, that's Wednesday. There we go. Right, we've got all my food in from here. But what I do is, as I say, dead simple and kind of boring, but it just means that I don't have to think about it too much. We've got lunch, turkey breast and tilde rice, tea, turkey breast, tilde rice. Oh, I swapped that out for a gluten-free caramel bar. There we go. Perks of flexible dieting. But what I mean in here is that you've got the amount of calories there that we've got to play with. So it gives you the amount of calories that you've got for the meal. But then if you know your overall calories for the day, so there mine are, and you've got the remaining there. So what I tend to do is if you know that you've got a day in the office, a day, free ball in like my Wednesday was today, you can work all of these things out. So typically that snack wouldn't be there and the mid-morning snack isn't there, but it spits out a number. So if you're there and you're like, right, I know that my breakfast is this amount, and I typically have one, two, or three of the breakfasts that I have as a choice, then you can put that in, you can put the lunch in, and then from there, you can go and be like, right, okay, that leaves me with 450 calories. So then if you're thinking that tracking's a bit mundane, you can work through where you only need to really, eat the meals that you've taken with you on your work days and then just track those 450 calories. If you go in and you're like, right, okay, I want to go to, you can see some horrors now when I go through my stuff. So here we go. KFC cookies, Costa's white choco crunch, something like that. Morrison steak and kidney pie. It just allows you to come in and be like, you know what, I've got this amount of calories to play with. That way I can then, make some choices on there. Just so you're not having to stick the same thing in, day out. You can go in and be like, right, okay, this is what I've got. So I just thought I'd put that together. I know that the desktop version is terrible and it's nowhere near as good as the app, but that way you can do it. And another thing as well, even if you're not a big, user of MyFitnessPal, you can then turn around and track what would be your regular couple of options at work. And then if you know you've got 400 to 500 calories, then you just use MyFitnessPal to just track that. So like you don't need to be tracking everything else. You can just scan it in that way. So I hope that that helps. And I hope that this is actually still recording because it's still new software I'm using. But anything else, any other issues on there, let me know and we'll go from there.